About a few months ago at this point, I made a video called The Biggest Liars in Rap History or something like that. I don't remember. But Carti is one of the artists in that video, of course. And you know, I feel like complaining today. Like, I don't do that every day. LOL. You know, normally at this point, uploading a video about Carti just wouldn't interest me that much. But the longer I think about all of this man's buffoonery, you know, I was like, okay, I'll do it again. I don't mind. Plus, I saw this picture of Carti in this, you know, whatever this is, this attire. I was like, you know what, bro? You know, I saw the picture and I'm just like, oh, wow, like... Another fit pic on the Opium page, guys. Like, I'm so excited for the new rollout. That's going to mean absolutely nothing. You know, I'm just tired of talking. I'm tired of seeing videos about his rollout. I'm tired of talking about his rollout. Like, can we address the elephant in the room? That is what I would rather do today, instead of just, oh, well, Carti did this, that might mean this. Like, do y'all not get sick of seeing that? Like, let's be serious here. I'm tired of the antics, I'm fed up. Where's the project? You know, this really made it a special moment for me. So this video is not to slander Carti, it's just jokes, stuff I already know and information I found online. So don't get butthurt and throw your GeoBasket reps at me. I'm just making a damn video. Carti, this entire video is for you, man. I love you, but I hate you at the same time. I literally hate you. Now, a lot of you might say, glaze this, dick ride that. You know what? That's fine, but just give me a chance, please. Lock in, please. If you guys remember, towards the beginning of this year, Carti did this thing he does sometimes where he likes to poke his head out from under the rock of being too, quote unquote, busy for the internet and decided to break it for fun. And if this is like marketing or whatever, it is one of the weirdest strategies in the world. Like, hey, let's be radio silent for a few years and then come back out for no reason at all, just to get people talking. I don't even think this is like a mysterious thing either anymore, because like, there's just literally no reason to be Mr. I don't give a fuck, Mr. Edward from Twilight. It is no reason to be a rejected Lost Boys extra at this point. Carti has the fan base, the money, almost 45 million monthly listeners. God, what is his purpose? I don't know. But what's the most interesting about his career is you could really look at it from like a hedonistic standpoint or a nihilistic standpoint. Oh wait, some of you are children. I'll dumb it down for you a little bit. Like glass half full or glass half empty, right? Like you could think, well, Carti doesn't really need to drop because they're all just gonna eat that shit up like it's the last album they'll ever listen to, which they've already done for everything he's done up to this point. Or he's actually afraid to drop music because his fan base is just putting such a crazy standard on him. He's trying to live up to it. But let's be honest, he doesn't care about that. Look at his track record and tell me if you think Playboi Carti, of all people, is quote unquote scared to drop music. It's got nothing to do with the label, nothing to do with his fans. It's just him, I think. And that's why I think his place in rap right now is so interesting, because having a fan base like this is such a double-edged sword. Like, you can drop the worst album of all time and guess what? It'll still sell because Carti fans. It literally wouldn't matter. Or you could drop the best album of all time and guess what? It literally wouldn't matter, because that's what your fan base thought was gonna happen. Carti fans, munch. You know, Carti is like a damn whack-a-mole, bro. He just keeps popping his stupid head out and disappearing as soon as you see him. But I'm gonna explain why none of this even matters. Literally none of it, right? So for those of you thinking that Carti has a time limit on how soon he needs to drop, because I've been seeing videos like this, like Carti is running out of time to drop, you know, are people gonna eventually stop caring? The best comparison I could possibly do is like GTA 6. Now hold on, just listen. Now in no way, shape or form am I saying that Carti is anywhere near as pleasurable as a game like Grand Theft Auto. But the shoe fits here in my analogy. Think about it. GTA 5 officially released on September 17th, 2013. To put it into perspective, bro, the most popular rap song of that year was New Slaves with Kanye West and Eminem's Rap God. Remember that bullshit? And after all these years, now we're finally getting the next GTA. Oh, no. Not in 2024, next year. That is, what math is that? 12? That's 12 years. And niggas still want that game. They took their sweet ass time with this game. And when it comes out, I'm willing to put everything on the line to bet that this is going to be the best selling game of 2025. All I'm saying is, Carti does not have a time limit on his music. And well, I'm gonna hold your hand here when I say this, but you're gonna gobble him up no matter what he drops. His fans are gonna eat it up. Reviewers are gonna eat it up. Shit. Even you might munch on it just to see what it's talking about, since the whole world likes to gobble his shit every time he drops a hat. You know, except for the Christmas incident. We don't talk about that. But they eventually started to eat that too. You know, I know this video is about me, you know, basically shitting on Carti or whatever, but I will never forgive y'all for how y'all treated that album that night, bro. Like, I know I made a whole video about that, but it just still blows my mind that y'all hated that album so bad when it first came out. And now it's like, this is a classic. Wow, this album is so revolutionary. This album changed. Like, bro, go to hell. Y'all literally hated it. And when I say y'all, you know, I'm not saying every single person on earth other than me hated it. Obviously, some people liked it at first, but that shit was trending, bro. Like, a whole lot of trash was trending that night. Like, y'all are crazy for that still. You know, in the middle of making this video, I'm starting to understand why this man plays into that mysterious bullshit. I couldn't imagine someone taking a picture of me walking and acting like I'm a Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap. That reference might have been a little too niche. With every feature Carti has done over the past few months, and his drops included, I'm like, without a doubt certain, it does not matter what this man drops. Y'all are gonna eat it alive, and he's fully aware of that too. Now, you know, I saw this like clip of these two guys listening to that Bean, like that song, and like, dude. Like, watching that made me like viscerally angry, you know, and it's no disrespect to the NFR podcast. I'm just not about to sit and watch two I'm on YouTube. Canadian guys, you know, talk about hip hop. It's just, you know, not my cup of tea, me personally. Yeah, no, absolutely not. You know, Fiend, okay, the song is not that good. It's not. I get why people think it's amazing though, like live. It's probably crazy live, actually. Just not how I feel. 5 out of 10. What else? Oh yeah. What about that banger? You know, this song actually grew on me a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Also, that gas station to this day still has people that visits it and takes pictures. You guys are such fucking losers, oh my god. And it gets a 8 out of 10. And every other song he dropped was straight, I guess, except for that one song where he was using that Mercedes-Benz in the music video, the little umbrella, I don't know what that was. Whatever he was doing, I don't like that song. Now, I will say though, Different Day and Ketamine are like unironically like my favorite songs from that whole like, oh hey, I'm finna poke my head out, like that era. That was crazy. And it's like, you know, all that stuff is cool. Like, hey man, thanks for doing your job after like 3 years of like not dropping anything. Like, thank you for dropping some form of music. I really appreciate it. But like, what about all the stuff, you know, he backs out of, or the stuff he just blatantly lies about? You know, I did say that Carti is one of the biggest liars of all time, so like, let's actually touch on that real quick, right? I genuinely tried to remember off the top of my head every single time this man has lied about something, and this is the only thing I can really remember, which is the whole lot of Red Deluxe where he was like, hey, what y'all want on the Deluxe, you know, and like, oh, what Deluxe, Carti? You're talking about the one that literally never came? The one that you just, you know, threw out there on your Twitter for seemingly no reason at all? That one? Like, oh, like, go to hell, bro. Then you had the Antagonist tour, the one people are still getting refunded for. That one? Do you remember that? Or did you, you know, block it out of your head? You know, this is an old one, but I still remember every time this man, you know, alluded to 1629, you know, way too many times to count, I got excited. You know, if you've been paying attention to Carti for at least like 6 years, this man has lied about 1629 like more times than I can probably count. Oh, what about that other tape, you know, Molly World? You know, a bit of a deep cut, huh? What about when he pretends to get certain people on projects like Travis Scott, Post Malone, Pharrell? You know, maybe they did do something and it just never came out, but like, what in God's name is the point of doing this? Fuck you, dude. Because you know what you're doing, bro. I've already brought this shit up before, but what about all the whole, you know, narcissist malarkey? Like, quite literally, it's not even the line that will piss me off. It's the thought process behind it. Like, what is the point of any of this? But, you know, on top of all of that, right? The one thing this man has been doing, and maybe not lying about, is being a father, which, you know, could definitely slow down being productive, but I'd only believe that if his ex-partner Iggy Azalea didn't shit on him every single time she got the chance. Apparently she went on some podcast named Dinners on Me and blatantly says, "I'm very much a single mother. I've very much been the only parent. No disrespect, but yes, I am not co-parenting really. And that's just the reality of it. It's 24/7. We've also got some very damning tweets if you want to read those, but it just sounds like this is a story that Carti definitely does not want out there, especially since this mini doc that was shot by a Joy Division simply named Dear O, quote unquote, showed various clips of Carti and his son Onyx being, you know, very cute and doing father-son stuff, you know? Except Iggy quoted the tweet of the video because it was originally tweeted out, and I wish I had the screenshot, but I only have the article about it. And she said, "It's cool how you can fit damn near every visit into just one video, heart emoji, talented." You know, there's a lot to unpack there, but I'm just painting a picture here. Like, this dude fucking sucks. Holy shit. You know, and then on top of that, for those of you who may not know, Iggy allegedly was forced to have Carti's son all by herself since Carti was the only visitor approved during the COVID era. You know, this was 2020. And apparently he was too busy to pull up because he was on the PS5. Like, you know, when you have a child, you want to be there for it, correct? So why on God's green earth would you know what? Never mind. Great guy. Apparently he admitted to having a daughter too on that shitty ass Hood by Air song where he says, "I was 24 when I had Lil Onyx, 27 when I had Eve, now I can finally sleep." And that's not with Iggy, by the way. That's with a completely different woman. Just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to stay on the subject for too long because there's literally just too much to unpack there, but just so you know, I'm just not really fully believing that fatherhood is, you know, fully in the way of him dropping music. You know, this is a pretty touchy subject, so all I can say is, you know, if you have a kid, don't do this. Please don't do this. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, I don't know, man, because all this stuff that I read about and the way this woman speaks of this man, you know, you just know for a fact that him being a father has not gotten in the way of whatever he chooses to do in his free time at all. And what do I know? I don't hang around this dude every day. It's her word against his. Too bad that we never actually hear this man talk, unless it's to the police. Next section. Playboi Carti, the man, the myth, the legend, the speed demon who loves traffic tickets. This man has been seen speaking to police more than civilians and in interviews. I swear to God, I wish I was joking. I'm dead serious here, guys. Now, over the past few months, Jordan Carter has had multiple instances from various police officers in Georgia have pulled him over for, you know, some form of a vehicular violation, speeding, running red lights, not having a damn license with him. And something I've noticed watching each of these videos is that he is quite literally a normal person. Granted, in one of them, he was doing the thing he does best at this point, which is lying, but damn it, at least he speaks to these officers.
Don't listen. I'm just trying to get her back home fast. I don't want to try to disrespect you.
45 miles an hour, you're doing double the speed limit.
Yeah, I have a family emergency.
And what's that family emergency?
Brother, you're driving 133 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone.
Right, but it was an emergency.
What is the emergency?
I got stuff going on with my family. I live in Oakland. I'm trying to get
I got stuff going on with my family.
I'm just trying to get home.
Trying to get home? Bro, that light was clearly red, bro.
I ain't even see you right there, man.
This man talks to cops more than his own fans. I just want that to sink in. Let it sink in again that there's more footage of him talking to police officers than there's more footage of him in a studio. I am not bullshitting, by the way. He's probably talked to police more than Onyx. It's always funny in these videos because he's always got some excuse for what he's doing too. So, you know, he just plays the quiet game with his own kid and his fans, but not the police, huh? Interesting. So after all of that, you kind of just wonder why this man just chooses to not say anything. You wonder why he still has fans after giving them the cold shoulder. He's literally playing the quiet game with you and winning. And it's just like, well, why would he not? Why would he literally do anything different after almost 10 years of doing the same shit, continuously working? I mean, admittedly, his silence has gotten progressively stronger over the past 5 years for sure, but I just don't think there's any point in him switching anything up, especially if it's continuing to work. Think about it, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? I mean, if you're sitting upwards of millions of dollars, you're unlikely to truly be worried about what should I do differently? I mean, of course, his music, on the other hand, has changed in an insane amount over the past few years, but that's not what we're discussing right now. Shut up. We're talking about how when it comes to not saying a word at all up until all of your music has not been leaked and it's ready to be dropped, now you want to pop out and flick up, maybe do a little magazine interview, right? Huge maybe, by the way, and actually promote it. And how does he promote himself? Oh, by just doing nothing. Maybe a damn fit pic on the Opium page, I guess. Maybe saying music is coming. A fucking lie, by the way. This mentality is what Carti clearly abides by when it comes to his image and choosing not to speak a word online. It's trickled down into his little Opium label. It's trickled down into his little fans who also make music that do the exact same thing without even working to achieve this kind of fan base. But alas, it is what it is, bro. For real. You know, Carti's superpower of never falling off, I think, is just the wildest thing I've spoken about up until this point. It's just that, like, regardless of what this man does or doesn't do, he's never truly going to quote unquote fall off because losers like me are gonna keep making videos on him. People are gonna keep taking pictures of this man every time he decides to step outside. Like, oh wow, look guys, Carti is going to buy some eggs. If he took 29 steps up to the counter and there's 16 eggs in that carton, 1629 confirmed. Oh my God, right? Like, go to hell, man. But guess what, bro? Guess what? I promise you that right after this video comes out, we'll be getting more word from him, I promise. So let's stop using the money glitch of talking about Carti on YouTube, and maybe he'll do what he should do, which is just drop music. Like, do I think Carti is a bad guy? Yeah, but do I want to hear his music? Of course I do. That's all I want. I don't care about this damn fit pic. I don't care about these weak ass features. I just want his own project to drop. And let's see how many of y'all hate it as soon as it comes out or pretend to love it just so you're not seen as a hater like me. Anyway, I'm UVXEX. Later.
Playboi Carti.
Playboi Carti. Okay, I'm familiar with Playboi Carti.
Yeah.